Okay, hey, this is Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. Today is Sunday, the 25th. I am coming to you from the office here in the maintenance area because it is really, really windy outside, so there's almost no way I could make a video outside. Even in the outer shop, it's rattling the windows, so we need to be in here. I made a video yesterday where I endorsed Jim Hines, Dr. Jim Hines, for the position of governor of the state of Michigan. And I got a response immediately, and I want to take these as they come. This guy's handle was Bang Zoom, and he said, respectfully, Senator Colbeck is the right choice for governor. And okay, so respectfully, I would like to give a response to that, and it's gonna this guy's statement is going to be very helpful in my response and how I came to the conclusion that Hines is our guy. All right. Okay. This guy says Senator Colbeck is the right choice, and then he doesn't back it up with any reasons why he is the right choice. So I would ask, for who? Who's he the right choice for? And knowing him and looking at his voting record, I would say he is not the right choice for someone like me. And as I said in the video yesterday, I think my wife and I kind of represent, a very common strata in the state of Michigan, working people that believe in the law, believe in the Constitution, and would like our politicians, lawmakers, and bureaucrats to be held to the same standard, right? So now, if you're a bureaucrat, politician, or lawmaker that doesn't want anything to do with the Constitution, well, I guess he's the right pick for you, because that pesky Constitution just kind of gets in the way of things. But since this guy brought it up, let me tell you why he is not the right choice for my group of people. Law-abiding, Constitution-loving. Many of us have taken oaths to protect and defend. I did, as a military person, protect and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. What is a domestic enemy of the Constitution? It's someone who knowingly and wantonly subverts the Constitution. So let's talk about Senator Colbeck. I don't really need to go into Shooty, I don't think, because most people get that. But let's talk about Colbeck. And I'm just gonna. Do I need to give more than one example? I don't really think I do. I'm just going to give one that I think people can relate to and understand pretty easily. Okay. Let's see. Public acts in the state of Michigan, which are laws now. Laws, remember, they have to be a bill, and it goes before the House, and then it goes before the Senate. If it makes it through the House and then makes it through the Senate, it's signed into law by the governor. The governor can say yes, or he can say no. The governor should have a Bill of Rights taped to his desk alongside a black pencil and a red pencil. If it does not square with the Constitution, he needs to take the red pencil and draw a line through it and send it back. And he probably ought to find out who it came from, too, because if it's coming from people that are writing legislation, that are trying to get laws through that are unconstitutional, they need to be looked at, I think. In a situation where we're under rule of law, the Constitution as it is written, they would be looked at very hardly, very closely. Okay, so these public acts, 242 and 243, what that is there are 5 counties in the state of Michigan, 5 of 83, where you can be pulled over and required to give a sample of your saliva to the patrolman that would be pulling you over. And if you don't, you're going to be charged, and then they will take you to wherever, and they will get a court order, and they will take blood from you. All right, so how do they determine that they want to take it from you? Well, I read through the reg, and it said that failure to use your turn signal, speeding, going too slow, swerving in your lane, all these things indicate that you could be under the influence of drugs, right? Fair enough. So they pull you over and they say, I'm going to take some of your spit. Well, let's go to the Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment says that American citizens are free from unwarranted searches and seizures. They're free from that. That means they can't come in your house without a warrant, sworn warrant from a judge, and the patrolman has to go to the judge and make the case. Just a second. It never fails whenever you're making a video. Somebody walks up behind you. And I locked the door, too, so they couldn't get in. They got in. But in this case, it's a patrolman pulls you over and requires it. And then everything stops right there. First of all, requiring that is a violation of your Fourth Amendment rights. Okay? Now, where does Colbeck fit into this? When this conversation started up on Facebook, and Colbeck chimed in that, well, he was for it. Then I checked, and he voted for it. It was Senate Bill 0207, and he voted for it, so he supported it. Now, here's a guy that I'm looking at to possibly support. He did have a fundraiser for him out here at my place, and I find out that he backed this. So I call another guy, and I said, is this true? Is he still backing this? Colbeck calls me within 10 minutes and says, yeah, I did back this. And I said, listen, you're going to lose a lot of the patriot community. You're going to lose a lot of the community, period. Because here's the deal. If you have a medical marijuana card and you pass a patrolman, they have a reader in that car that knows that you have it. They can make a UE and pull you over and require a sample. And if you've used your medical marijuana in the last 30 days, boom, they got you. You know, and everything else, there's like 10 different drugs that they look for, and a lot of them are prescription drugs. Now, I'm not advocating drugging and driving. I don't use drugs. I don't need drugs, right? I have farm. So that's not what I'm advocating. I am advocating for our constitutional rights. Now, I realize it's a problem, but the fix on it is not to take my Fourth Amendment or not to violate my Fourth Amendment rights. Moreover, this senator that supports this has violated his oath of office. He took an oath to protect and defend my constitutional rights. And he is telling me, on the phone, he's telling me, sometimes you have to do that for safety. I think he's way off. Personally, I think he's way off. You took an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States, son. You do not have the authority to violate that oath. That's an oath you took before God and country, me, to protect and defend my constitutional rights. You cannot make a decision to just do that. You don't have that authority. We did not grant you that authority. All right? So if you're telling me that you're going to do that and that sometimes you need to do that, we got to look down the road a little bit, I think. What's the next one of my constitutional rights that you're going to decide for the safety, the good of the people, that you're going to violate? Unsat. So that's why he is the wrong choice for governor. This is Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. Remember, anyone can farm.